It is week 2 of the one room challenge, and week 2 is always my favorite week because we are decluttering. This is one of my favorite things to do, so I can really see like a blank slate and get really good ideas for how the room is going to be transformed. For Adleigh's room, we are going to start by removing everything. We're taking away her shelving unit, we are taking away her desk, we're even taking away her nightstand. I'm replacing it with something smaller. But the reason why, Adleigh is a collector, and I love that. But she ends up collecting a lot of things that take over every open space in her room. So to minimize that, we are going to limit the amount of shelf space she is going to have so we can keep her bedroom tidy. I recommend this for anyone or any kiddo who is a collector of all the things. I highly recommend giving yourself a designated space, and that is like it for what you get to hold on to collect. I say this over and over again for organizing toys, organizing backstock pantry, any of those things. I highly recommend giving yourself parameters. So let's get started. We have big giant garbage bags, and we have paper bags to use for donation. So the big giant garbage bags are for the items that we're going to trash, and the paper bags are for the items that we're going to donate. Then we're going to decide what items we want to keep and what we want to get rid of. So in order to do that, I like to use a declutter checklist. I have that. They are questions that I ask every time we declutter a space. And the reason being is that it really helps us figure out what is like meant to be kept and what is, we feel like that item just needs to be held on to because of a significant memory behind it. It's really good to differentiate between those two so that you are only keeping items that truly you will use, and the items that have that emotional attachment behind it we can easily create in a different way, like turning a whole bunch of those things into pictures and then turning it into a book, or using those items in a different way so that we can really truly enjoy the memory behind those items. If you're looking for that decluttering questions, they are located below where you're watching this video. One major part of decluttering is also involving the closet. So in order to do that, we have to try on clothes, look at sizes, and actually really evaluate the clothes that Adleigh has in her room. Then, in addition to going through all of them, I am going to be lining all of her drawers using Easy Liner fabric top. Because her clothes are so small, it doesn't take a lot for them to kind of like fall all over the place. So with the Easy Liner, the fabric top, they keep the clothes in place. It makes it much more difficult for the clothes to slide around in the drawers, which is perfect for any kiddo. So we are going to go through all of her clothing to make sure things fit, they look right, they aren't too small, too tight, uncomfortable, because as you know, with any 7-year-old, clothes can be really uncomfortable really fast. One day it's fine, the next day it's not. We've found this so much with Adleigh, and so in order to figure out what we're keeping and what we're not, we're gonna go through all of her clothes, and then when we put them all back, I'm gonna cut the Easy Liner and line each of these wire shelves so that they all stay nice and tidy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna lay out the liner. And then I'm going to set, there we go, look at that. I'm going to set the drawer right on top of it. So the top of the drawer and the bottom of the drawer are two separate sizes. So I'm going to start by moving the drawer over just a hair and then cutting a straight line based on where I laid the drawer on the liner. Okay. Then I'm going to remove the excess liner, and I'm going to place this liner in. And get that set Now, with this edge, I have quite a bit left over. So I'm just basically running my hand over it to make a line. Then I'm going to use this line to cut. That way I know it's nice and straight. And we're going to just pop this right back in. Ta-da! It works wonderfully, and things aren't going to slide. This drawer that we have is an Alpha drawer from the Container Store, and then we also have the drawer inserts. Now I'm just going to pop this in, and then I'm going to take all of Adleigh's clothes and I'm going to store in the drawer. Now we file fold all of Adleigh's clothes so that she can find everything she needs easily, but it also helps because then that way she's not just wearing the clothes that are on the top of the drawer. She can actually see all of them, so she wears more of her clothes than just the things that are on the top. All right, and then this last sweater. I have folding tutorials that you can watch if you are interested in seeing how we fold kids' clothes and how we fold adults' clothes. Then everything is nice and tidy, and as the drawer moves, look at that, they're not moving. That is why I love using liner in any sort of drawer with clothing if you file fold.